Located in the beautiful limestone landscape of Ninh Binh Province, about 90 kilometers south of Hanoi, Hoa Lu Ancient Capital is one of Vietnam's most important historical sites. Surrounded by dramatic karst mountains, green rice fields, and winding rivers, Hoa Lu combines Vietnam's ancient royal history with a spectacular natural scenery that makes Ninh Binh famous. More than 1,000 years ago, during the 10th century, Hoa Lu became the first capital of an independent Vietnamese state. In 968, a powerful military leader named Dinh Bo Linh unified the country after a period of civil conflict and established the Kingdom of Dai Co Viet, choosing Hoa Lu as his capital. He later became known as King Dinh Tien Hong, meaning the first Dinh Emperor. The location of Hoa Lu was carefully chosen for both strategic and defensive reasons. Unlike modern cities built on open plains, Hoa Lu was hidden within a valley surrounded by steep limestone mountains. These natural barriers acted like a protective fortress, while the nearby Hong Long River provided transportation and water resources. The ancient capital included defensive walls, royal palaces, temples, and military areas covering a large area of roughly 300 hectares. Hoa Lu served as the political center of Vietnam for more than 40 years, from 968 to 1010. During this period, it witnessed the rise of three dynasties: the Dinh dynasty, the early Lu dynasty, and the beginning of the Lai dynasty. After King Dinh Tien Huang's death, General Lu Hon took the throne and founded the early Lu dynasty. He successfully defended the kingdom against the Song dynasty invasion from the north and strengthened Vietnam's independence. Today, the most famous attractions at Hoa Lu are the temples dedicated to King Dinh Tien Hong and King Lu Dai Han. The Temple of King Dinh stands on the foundation of the former royal palace and features traditional Vietnamese architecture, including decorative gates, stone dragons, courtyards, and wooden halls. Inside, visitors can see statues and altars honoring the emperor and members of the royal family. A short distance away is the Temple of King Lu, dedicated to Lu Dai Han, the founder of the early Lu dynasty. Although the original palace buildings have disappeared over centuries, these temples preserve the memory of Vietnam's early rulers and offer visitors a glimpse into the country's royal traditions, architecture, and spiritual culture. One of the most impressive features of Hoa Lu is the harmony between history and nature. The towering limestone mountains surrounding the ancient capital create a peaceful atmosphere and remind visitors why this area was considered both a defensive stronghold and a sacred royal landscape. The same karst scenery continues through nearby destinations such as Trang An, Tam Kok, and other famous Ninh Binh attractions. In 1010, King Lai Tai to move the capital from Hoa Lu to Tang Long, present-day Hanoi, because the new location offered better opportunities for economic growth and national expansion. After the move, Hoa Lu became known as the ancient capital, but its importance in Vietnamese history remained. The relocation marked the beginning of Hanoi's role as the political center of Vietnam for centuries. Visitors today can explore Hoa Lu at a relaxed pace, walking through the temple courtyards, admiring the mountain scenery, and imagining the life of Vietnam's early emperors. The site is especially beautiful during festivals held in honor of the Dinh and Lu rulers, when traditional ceremonies, performances, and cultural activities bring the ancient capital's history back to life. For travelers exploring Ninh Binh, Hoa Lu Ancient Capital provides a perfect introduction to Vietnam's history. While places like Trang An showcase the region's natural beauty, Hoa Lu reveals the stories of the people and leaders who shaped the foundation of the Vietnamese nation. Standing among the mountains and ancient temples, visitors are not only seeing a historical site, they are stepping into the birthplace of Vietnam's early independence and identity. Located in Ninh Binh Province, near the famous Hoa Lu Ancient Capital, Hoa Lu Old Town is a charming cultural destination that brings together Vietnam's history, traditional architecture, local crafts, and regional cuisine. Set against the dramatic backdrop of limestone mountains and peaceful countryside, the Old Town offers visitors a chance to experience the atmosphere of ancient Vietnam while exploring the natural beauty of Ninh Binh. Hoa Lu's story begins more than 1,000 years ago, when this area served as the capital of Dai Co Viet, Vietnam's first independent kingdom after centuries of foreign rule. During the 10th and early 11th centuries, Hoa Lu was the political and military center of the country under the Dinh, early Lu, and early Lai dynasties. Although the royal capital was later moved to Tang Long, present-day Hanoi, Hoa Lu remained an important symbol of Vietnam's national identity. Today, Hoa Lu Old Town recreates the cultural spirit of the ancient capital through traditional-style buildings, lantern-lined streets, and displays of Vietnamese heritage. Visitors can stroll through the area, admire architecture inspired by Vietnam's royal past, and learn more about the customs and daily life of earlier generations. One of the highlights of Hoa Lu Old Town is its traditional craft and cultural spaces. Local artisans demonstrate skills passed down through generations, including embroidery, pottery, calligraphy, and other handmade arts. These activities provide a closer connection to Vietnam's rural traditions and allow visitors to appreciate the creativity and craftsmanship behind local products. The Old Town is also a great place to experience Ninh Binh's unique food culture. Visitors can sample regional specialties such as goat meat dishes, crispy rice, and traditional Vietnamese snacks. The combination of local flavors and the peaceful surroundings creates a memorable cultural experience. As evening arrives, Hoa Lu Old Town takes on a different charm. Colorful lanterns illuminate the streets, creating a warm and relaxing atmosphere. Traditional performances, cultural activities, and scenic views of the surrounding mountains make the town especially enjoyable after sunset. The combination of lights, music, and historic inspiration gives visitors the feeling of stepping into Vietnam's past. Beyond the Old Town itself, Hoa Lu is surrounded by some of Ninh Binh's most spectacular attractions. The nearby Trang and Scenic Landscape Complex, Tam Coc, and Mua Cave showcase the region's famous limestone karst mountains, rivers and caves. Together, these destinations reveal why Ninh Binh is often called Ha Long Bay on land. A visit to Hoa Lu Old Town is more than a sightseeing stop. It is an opportunity to connect with Vietnam's history and culture. While the ancient capital tells the story of emperors and national independence, the Old Town brings those traditions closer to modern travelers through food, crafts, architecture, and local experiences. For anyone exploring Ninh Binh, Hoa Lu Old Town offers a peaceful and meaningful journey into Vietnam's heritage, where the memories of the past continue to live alongside the beauty of the present.